this afternoon for this big game between the Western Conference winners, the Green Bay Packers, and the Eastern winners, the Philadelphia Eagles. A sellout crowd, over 67,000. Franklin Field here, the permanent grandstand holds about 61,000. They've added approximately 7,000 seats around the track, and every seat will be taken for today's game. This will be the largest crowd ever to see a pro championship game. We have an early starting time today because we do not have lights here in case the game should go long. Of course, in the championship game, we will play a sudden death period or periods if necessary. We were down on the field a few moments ago, and we can report at this time that it is like concrete. It is frozen solid. The tarpaulin was taken off this morning, and the sunshine here in Philadelphia has thawed the surface somewhat. It is slippery going. The Packers and Eagles were out for their pregame warm-ups. They were testing gym shoes and the regular football shoes, but they were sliding around, and it's going to be kind of slow going. Now, as the game goes on, the field may become a little bit a better footing because the sunlight probably will get down in there a little bit and thaw the surface even more. Both clubs were ready for cold weather this afternoon. However, the temperature is only about 40 degrees. But throughout this week here in Philadelphia, the Eagles worked out in extremely cold weather. And, of course, up at Green Bay, the Packers had to work out in zero weather. The game today is billed as a test of Eagle air power with Norm Van Brocklin, the National Football League veteran throwing, and Packer ground strength featuring the hard running of Jimmy Taylor and Paul Hornung. This will be true.
The ball at the 20. Starr will hold. It's down. The kick is up. It is good. The kick is good. And there's timeout on the field with the score. Green Bay 3, Philadelphia nothing.
The 7-17 from Elms from a 24-yard line. A slight angle from the 24-yard line. The snap. The ball is up. It is good. It is good. There is timeout on the field with the score. Green Bay 6, Philadelphia nothing.
Again, Van Brocklin goes back and looks for McDonald. Tommy's open on the 7 to take Van Brocklin's pass into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Bobby Walston adds the point, and the Eagles go ahead 7-6. Let's take a look at the pattern run by McDonald. Tommy almost loses his footing, but he regains his balance in time to take the pass. Hank Greminger falls off, and McDonald goes across with the touchdown. The quick striking power of the Eagles.
There's the snap. Kick is up. It is good. It is good. And the score now is Philadelphia 10, the Packers 6. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification.
Which gives the Packers time to get their play off. The kick is up. It is no good. No good. It is wide. Hornung's attempt from the 9-yard line is no good. And that is the way the half ends. That's the end of the half.
Yeah, this is Blaine Walsh with Jack Whitaker watching the halftime entertainment. The Philadelphia Eagles 10, the Green Bay Packers 6.
And now the Green Bay Packers have come out of their
7-yard line. Starr onto the center. Calls out the signals, takes the ball, looks for a receiver, throws one complete to McGee in the end zone for a touchdown for Green Bay. The Packers just yard line of Green Bay. Right downfield after a nice return of a last kickoff. Here is Ted Dean with the ball going wide to the left. He cuts inside the 5. He's over. Eddie Dean carries for the touchdown. And the Eagles regain the lead, 16-13. Dean, swinging around his own left end, got his block from Jerry Hoot and carried into the end zone. The extra point try now with Tony Jurgensen holding and Bobby Wall. In Philadelphia, the Eagles defeat the Green Bay Packers by a score of 17-13. Well, we had quite an afternoon here at Franklin Field in Philadelphia. Tremendously exciting football game. And, of course, we have to congratulate Buck Shaw and the Philadelphia Eagles for a fine...
With a minute left to play and the clock winding down below that. So it's Giants football now, 3rd and 2. We thank our producer, Bob Rowe, our director, Jim Silman, and our CBS crew, spotter and statistician John Mayer and Tom McHugh here at Giant Stadium. As the clock winds out on the Philadelphia Eagles, a game they thought would project them into a possible wild card position. It would bring them 7-5 had they won. But a late interception by the Giants will preserve a Giant victory. An upset win as the Giants lead 17-12, and we're inside 30 seconds. The Eagles have no timeouts. Wait a minute. Here's a free foot. I don't believe it. The Eagles pick it up, and Herman Edwards runs it in for a touchdown. An incredible development. Just like the opening game of the season when the New England Patriots were running the game out against the Washington Redskins. A fumble. This is the most astounding development. This is even more unbelievable.
Just doesn't get the snap. He just loses the snap, doesn't get it.
In the final dance of a Cinderella season, the Oakland Raiders waltzed over the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 15.
Third goal on the 2. Plunkett drops back to pass. Steps up. He looks. Over the middle. He's got it. Touchdown Raiders!
The Raiders dominated with their passing game, leaving the NFC champion Eagles stunned. Comeback quarterback Jim Plunkett threw for 261 yards and 3 touchdowns, including an 80-yard bomb to Kenny King that was the highlight of the game. Oakland walked away with the victory, becoming the first wild card team to win a Super Bowl.
During the 1987 strike, Tom Landry's Stars crossed the picket line. Buddy Ryan was forced to field a roster of replacement players. Despite building a 17-point lead with his backups, Landry put Tony Dorsett into the game. When the future Hall of Famer scored, Ryan was incensed. 2 weeks later, with the strike over, Buddy's boys got their revenge. The Eagles led by 10 in the final minute. Ryan called for Randall Cunningham to fake a kneel down and throw deep. The resulting pass interference penalty led to a humiliating touchdown on the game's final play. In 1989, the rivalry intensified. The Eagles were looking for more than their 27-0 shutout win. They wanted a pound of flesh. The game came to be known as the Bounty Bowl. Jimmy Johnson accused Ryan of offering bonuses to any player that knocked out either Troy Aikman or kicker Luis Zendejas.
Oh, I would have said something to Buddy, but he wouldn't stand on the field long enough. He put his big fat rear end into the dressing room.
I resent that. I've been on a diet. I lost a couple of pounds, and I thought I was looking good. And then he goes and calls me fat.
Welcome to the playoffs. For Soldier Field at this time of the year, this is the French Riviera. No snow, no sleet, no single-digit temperatures.
The sun was out. It's probably mid to upper 30s, just a perfect day for a game like that.
Snap to Tom Zach, rushes on. Tom Zach has time. He rainbows the right side. McKinnon wide open ahead of the field. To the 30, to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5.
2-minute warning. 17-6, Chicago.
We went to a 2-minute break, and all of a sudden this bizarre feeling. I thought the parking lot was on fire. I thought there was just something going on in the east side of the stadium.
Either smoke or fog rolls in over Soldier Field. Whatever, it's eerie.
It looked like a football game when they're introducing the players, and this fog was just artificially being pumped in. It was the most amazing thing that I've ever seen.
Dense fog banks sat out over the lake, and it was daytime warming that caused this cool, dense air out over the 32-degree waters of the lake to start moving inland. There's fog, and then there's fog. The fog bowl was fog.
What do you do when a guy suddenly comes up on your face? Whoa! You know, when you're not ready. It's one thing when you can see people, but it was kind of like being blind.
You could stand on the sidelines, and you couldn't see a thing. But you walked in, and it was like a supernatural experience.
I went to Coach Mike Ditka of the Bears and Buddy Ryan of the Philadelphia Eagles and said, "What do you think?" And Buddy said, "The fog's the same on both sides of the ball. Let's play."
That's our perspective right there. And somewhere down there is a ball carrier. This is a spotter's nightmare.
In the second half, I took my headset and cocked it so that this ear was open, because the only way I could have any idea what the down distance was I thought I was listening to the public address announcer.
The announcer couldn't see the down and distance. So during the game, as a referee, I have a microphone, and I turn my microphone on, and I would announce down and distance.
Incomplete pass, we'll make it a third down. We can't see anything beyond 10 feet.
No, that's it. This is how we're doing the game.
Once the high cameras were blocked by the fog, I was very worried that suddenly a play would take place where the entire season would be decided on one play, and you wouldn't see it. So we had to go to our two handhelds on the ground. When people were huddling up, they would walk onto the field, kind of get you all set, and just sort of back off as the play was about to happen.
Cunningham will throw or run, sacked for the fourth time. Wait a minute.
We got rid of the ball, Vern.
He must have completed it to somebody.
You didn't know what was going on. You saw the ball leave his hand, you saw it go somewhere into the mist, into the fog, and then you didn't see it anymore.
The fog wouldn't allow, for much more than a 10 to 15-yard route. But when you're behind like that, you can't run the ball. You got to get first down. Whoever was up at that point in time when the fog actually rolled in, they were the team that was poised to win.
Here's how it looks to us, and we're only about 20 yards away from the play. We can hardly see it.
And Sanders goes right and disappears in the haze.
Goes right and out of sight.
There was no audibles. You couldn't change defenses. You couldn't change offenses. Whatever you had on, that's what you played.
It was the best game that a player could ever play, because you could do horribly and tell the coach you were doing great and come off the sideline. He would never know. What's going on in there? Coach, we're doing what you told us to do. Okay.
And the Chicago Bears are going to defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 20-12.
That will forever go down in history as one of the most amazing weather events in Chicago. It didn't kill anybody. There were no injuries, no property damage, but none of us will ever forget the Fog Bowl.
If I was going to make a list of the top 10 most bizarre events I've covered in 40-some years, Fog Bowl would be number one.
This game is at the bottom. Never want to play a game like that ever again.
Washington in Week 10 of 1990.
The Redskins were in the wrong place at the wrong time. It just got ugly. It's an appropriate nickname for that game.
And it's just one by one, just knocking these guys out.
The Eagles are having them for lunch and dinner and maybe the snack on the plane flying home.
There was one point we wondered if they were going to pull guys out of the press box to play for the Redskins.
In obvious pain.
It was like a war zone that night. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
And Riggs is shaken up.
When Rutledge saw what was going on, he just said, hey, listen, I want out of this.
When you decimate a team where they're trying to find a quarterback and they put a kick returner running back in,
Ryan Mitchell is in the game.
You have succeeded.
The Redskins and the Eagles have played 895 times. But you say body bag game.
Our number 9 game with a name managed to tie together a couple of Philly favorites.
You talk to a Philadelphia Eagle fan, the body bag game rang true.
The body bag!
You guys have the championships. We have the clever little nicknames.
Philadelphia wants players to just rip the other team apart.
That is Philadelphia right there.
The body bag game has come to represent more than a game. It was an era.
Buddy Ryan, salute, man. That defense would hurt players. Were they dirty? Yeah, that's the way they played. That's the way Buddy Ryan wanted them to play.
Reggie White was back in Philadelphia's Veterans Stadium as the guest speaker for the Billy Graham Crusade. Reggie was told of Jerome's death moments before he took the stage, then broke the news to the Philly faithful.
Tonight I had planned on sharing my testimony, but it's kind of been altered. Today, I lost a great friend. Philadelphia lost a great player. Jerome Brown died today. You know, this man was a very special man to me. His family, very special people. Out of all the stuff that you heard about Jerome Brown, and the things said about him, and even the negative stuff, this man was one of the greatest people I ever met and knew in my life.
So far, the Super Bowl 39 chess match was a stalemate. But Eagles defensive coordinator Jim Johnson knows that to win in chess, you have to capture the big guy in the back. Bill Belichick and offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss were determined to protect Tom Brady. The Patriots' unheralded offensive line built a fortress around their king, treated Eagle pass rushers like pawns, and did not yield a sack in the second half.
And I got to tell you, the way the Patriots offense just picks up that blitz is magnificent because they still can't get to Brady.
Too much time to throw the football. It's much too much time.
With all that time, Tom Brady could find eventual MVP Deion Branch.
The middle wide open at the 50. First down, 45. 40-yard line down to the 38-yard line of the Philadelphia Eagles. For the first down goes Deion Branch. Brady's back to throw. Looks, fires left. Caught. Left sideline. Inside the 5. And down and out of bounds at the 2-yard line goes Deion Branch again.
Deion Branch having a big game.
Mike Vrabel is an eligible receiver.
For the second Super Bowl in a row, Brady and Weiss ran a play for their sure-handed linebacker.
First and goal at the Eagle 2. Back to throw. Brady fires. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Touchdown in the end zone. It's Vrabel. Mike Vrabel. All right.
Mike Vrabel, this is his 5th NFL reception. All 5 of his catches have been for touchdowns.
Vrabel's touchdown gave the Patriots their first lead of Super Bowl 39.
Man, we got to get there. He got too much time to throw the ball. We're going to get some one-on-ones. We got to get to the quarterback.
Philadelphia's quarterback was going to need pass protection as well. The Eagles would run for just 45 yards, forcing Donovan McNabb to throw 51 times, off into number 36, Brian Westbrook.
It's touching the 10, so it's first and goal. Empty backfield. McNabb back. He guns it. He completes it. He's got the touchdown as he guns it to Brian Westbrook.
Let's spend a little more time focusing on our job and less time jawing and pushing them, okay? Just do our job and get on to the next play. Makes we're in 36
The beauty of the Patriots is that you never know what the next play will be. Their first drive of the second half featured Brady throwing the ball downfield. Now they were running screens, faking end-arounds, and then throwing back to the end who came around. They had unbalanced lines with 2 tight ends, and they cranked up their power running game with Corey Dillon and Kevin Falk. Falk and Dillon combined for 171 yards from scrimmage. And as the fourth quarter began, they led the Patriots to a go-ahead touchdown.
Dillon now is the tailback in the eye, everyone tight.
Hochstein is the fullback. First and goal at the Philly 2. They give us to the left side to Corey Dillon. And he's in. Touchdown! Corey Dillon!
The offensive line took charge on that drive.
Answered. That's a sign of a champion. That's all I can say about it.
On the next drive, Brady went back to Branch.
Back to throw. Looks, fires down the field. Great catch by Deion Branch.
Sheldon Brown had as much a shot at that ball as Deion Branch, and Branch just reached up and took it away.
Branch's Super Bowl record-tying 11th reception set up an Adam Vinatieri field goal, and the Patriots were closing in on a 3rd title in 4 years. Teddy Bruschi intercepted Donovan McNabb with half a quarter to play.
Over the middle. Intercepted! Picked off by Teddy Bruschi!
I'm not sure where McNabb was throwing, but he wasn't supposed to throw there.
Teddy Bruschi, the man!
That is the Eagles' 3rd turnover in this game.
The Patriots had to withstand a last Eagle charge.
Goes McNabb. Here comes the rush. He fires for the end zone. Leaping reception for a touchdown.
One of the reasons the Patriots have won 34 games over the past 2 seasons is because they always seem to do all the little things right. When the Eagles tried an onside kick, New England's perfect blocking scheme allowed Christian Fourier to field the ball cleanly. And when Josh Miller punted with under a minute to go, he made sure he didn't kick the ball into the end zone. Philadelphia kept the faith until the end. But Romeo Crennel's last move as New England's defensive coordinator resulted in a checkmate.
17 seconds away from back-to-back world championships for the Patriots. Direct snap to McNabb. Back to throw. Looks. Fires left. Intercepted. Rodney Harrison at the 20. He falls down. And that is it. The Patriots are going to be Super Bowl champions again. Rodney Harrison picking off Donovan McNabb. And the Patriots have done it again. The best team in the National Football League.
Him up. Vic trying to make it happen. Has room to run. Blitz coming again. Ball on blitz, and they get there, and he gets away. Vic running inside the 15, inside the 10, and out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Eagles in 3rd and 15. Vic steps up, trip, stays on his feet and throws. Open man Deshaun Jackson, and the catch made at the Lions' 40-yard line.
And what a day for Mike Vick. His first start in nearly 4 years.
Since December 2006, he comes up with a win.
Manning takes the snap, he's back again. He looks, he fires, touchdown Kevin Boss. And that should wrap it up. Boss, 9 yards deep, center of the end zone. 31-10. Eagles down by 3 touchdowns. It's been done. It's almost into the miracle stage. It is 1st and 10. They stay in the spread formation with the slot to the far side of the field. 7:45 to go in regulation. Takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He floats it. Complete. Good. Right with the football is Seller. At the 20. At the 15. 10-5. Touchdown! Rod Seller! And it is 31-17. Akers to kick off. It's an onside kick. Covered by Riley Cooper. Riley Cooper has it. And the Eagles recover the onside kick. They are moving quickly. 7-13. Eagles trailing 31-17. Vic in the gun. McCoy to his left. Ball comes back to Vic. Here comes the rush. He ducks under a man. He's going to run. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Vic at the 10. Dives down at the 6. Oh, my God. better believe there are a lot of nervous stomachs in the stadium right now. We have seen our share of miracles in Eagles-Giants game. All right, 5:21 remaining. Years ago, a Giants beat writer, I believe for the New York Star-Ledger by the name of Jerry Eisenberg, wrote an excellent book called No Medals for Valor. And there aren't in this game. You win or you lose, but give the Eagles some credit for coming back and fighting with everything they're worth, which earlier in this game wasn't very much, but they have changed this game. The Eagles are 88 yards and 7 points away. What a game this has turned into. Vic's back. He's looking. Here comes the rush. Vic rolling. He's going to run. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and he is hit as he comes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Michael Vick has given the Eagles life. 218, 217. Can Vick complete the job? On 2nd and 10, Vick takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He steps up. He's going to run. He's at the 40, 35, 30. Cuts to the outside. Down at the 20. Down at the 19 goes Michael Vick. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. This is something special. 1:40 to go in regulation. Can the Eagles make it all the way back? It is 2nd down and 3. 1:28. The ball at the Giants 12. Vick in the gun. He's back. He looks. He fires. Complete. It is to Macklin. And Macklin sidesteps and runs in for the touchdown. Macklin, corner of the 5. And this places it on Snyder. Shot. A 13-yard touchdown pass to Jeremy Macklin. This is unbelievable. We're tied. We are tied at 31. Mike, I have not seen anything like this. If somehow, some way, the Eagles win this thing, I will tell you right now, this will be the most memorable Eagles game I will have ever broadcast. Akers to kick off. 31-31. The Eagles have made it all the way back. I have never seen anything like this. Manning in the shotgun. He's thrown 4 touchdown passes today. He's back. He steps up. He's hit. Down he goes! 14 seconds to go. 31-31. Matt dodged the punt. Gets a high snap. Gets it away. It's a knuckler. Jackson takes it at the 35. Picks it up. Looks for running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. Midfield. He's at the 40. He's going to go. Deshaun Jackson. I don't care if he jumps, dives. He's running around. And he's in the end zone. And there's no time. And the Eagles win. The Eagles win. This is Miracle in the Middle is number 2. He ran around until all the zeros were on the clock. And the Giants fans can't believe it. And the Eagles have just pulled off the most remarkable win I have ever seen.